Number 6, they want to find the slope, distance, and midpoint between these 2 points. So slope. Slope is simply talking how steep something is. Well, if we remember slope, rise over run. But if we're talking rise, that means going up. That's the change in your y's. So changing my y's over running is moving left or right. So that's the change in my x's. And if you remember, I'd say fire, rise with the y's and run to the exit. So it's your y's over your x's. So we're subtracting our y's. I got 2 and 6. I would rather go 6 minus 2. Just better. Don't have to deal with a negative. Since I started with the 6, I have to start with the 8. So it's 8 minus whatever's over there, 0. So I get 4 over 8. Simplifies to a 1/2. So it goes up 1 to the right 2. Up 1 to the right 2 because it's a positive slope. Positives go up to the right. Now the distance. Distance between any 2 points. What I'm going to do is I'm like, hey, I got to find that length of that line. How far apart are they? What's the distance between those points? Well, I make a right triangle and use Pythagorean theorem that says the one leg squared plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Pythagorean theorem. To find this horizontal bit, that's simply the change in your x values. If I'm going up, that's the change in my y's. To go from this height to this height, that's the change in my y's. So the distance formula is we do the change in the x's squared plus the change in the y's squared. And then, once we add them together, we have to take the square root. So we need to find the difference of the x's, square it, find the difference of the y's squared, and then add those together. So let's deal with the x's. I got 0 and 8. How far apart are those? Those are 8 apart. So that's 8 squared. How far apart are y's? 2 and 6. Those are 4 apart. 4 squared. So we have 64 plus 16. That's the square root of 80. I know square root of 81 is 9. So this is like 8.9 blah, 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 whatever it gives you, okay, approximately, okay? So it's almost 9, okay, but not quite. Square root of 81 would be a perfect 9, and it's not that. The midpoint, the middle between these guys. Who's the point that's in the middle of these 2 guys? We'll find the middle of anything. We add them together, divide by 2. So we're going to add our x's together. 0 plus 8, divide by 2. That gives me a 4. Okay, and we can see the middle between 0 and 8 is 4. It makes sense. What's the middle between 2 and 6? I can see it's 4 also, but to show you, add them together, divide by 2. That's how I find the average or the middle. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 divided by 2, 4. That's an ordered pair, so make sure you put your parentheses there. So 4 comma 4 is the midpoint.